Good morning, District 57 members of the District Executive Committee and the District Council. My name is Jeff Young, and I have the honor of being your District Director. Welcome to the Fall 2025 District 57 Council meeting. Thank you for joining us. And Sally, are you there? I guess not. Dennis, could you be so kind as to drive the slides, if you would? In accordance with Toastmasters National Policy and Procedures, the District 57 Council meets twice a year to conduct district business and to approve actions taken by the District Executive Committee. As per Toastmasters Protocol 7.1, one of these meetings must be held virtually by September 30th. This morning, among other business, the Council will approve the district budget for the coming year and will ratify the non-elected district officer appointments that were made by the District Director, as well as vote on the district's official stance for remote leaders for 2026-2027. And to help me with today's meeting, it is my pleasure to welcome our District 57 parliamentarian, Bill Mine. One moment.
Am I on? Jeffrey, do you want me to give my spiel on rules of order?
Not yet, sir. Sorry, this is Sally on the line.
There's 26, including Maureen, on this meeting.
Okay. Check the calendar for the Zoom link from the calendar. You're in the wrong meeting. We were wondering where you were at. Yeah.
Wrong meeting.
Okay. So please relay the link to people in that meeting.
I'll tell everybody to go to the calendar link.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you for your patience. This is what happens when we have a combined email with everything in it. There are 26 people in the wrong meeting.
Really?
Anyway, go back up, Dennis. We should be on the district mission and rules. There we go. The district mission, of course, is we build new clubs and support all clubs in excellence. Our checkmaster and meeting moderator for the morning meeting will be Wing Locke. To begin, Wing will review and discuss the technical specifics of the morning's meeting, including discussions and voting procedure. Wing.
Good morning, Toastmasters. You can go back to the, well, there's a slide cover it, but for audio visual, everyone, please, we will remain muted unless recognized by the chair to speak. Please do not turn on your video unless requested by the chair. To save time, video will not be turned on for participants doing discussion or questions. To help Ed Cullen, our credentials chair, but also for the record, this meeting is also recorded and we'll have meeting notes taken. So that's why it is very important that you rename yourself with the abbreviated role and your name. For example, in this case, President or VP Maya Jordan. And if you want to put in your club name so that all the information will be recognized and recorded. To help our chat monitors keep up with the request to speak in question, please do not type in the chat to everyone unless you want to be recognized by the chair. Please do not send a chat to any of the co-chairs of meetings since they will not be monitoring the chat. Include the name of your club and a brief description of your question or comment. When discussing motion, we will alternate between comments for and against. How to view? We recommend viewing this meeting using the gallery view or the speaker view, whichever one that they actually have right now that's available. They have updated this. To switch the view, for a desktop computer, you go to the upper corner of your screen and click on view, and there will be a number of different views that allows you to see the best way that you want to see. And of course, there are different methods that you can see it now. You can choose it. For a touchscreen device, you can simply swipe. For example, I'm using my phone. You can swipe left and right to go to the correct screen, including you can unmute yourself. But if you go to the big gallery view with a number of videos feed from other people, you can scroll up and down and see other people in the meeting with the video turned on. And can you advance down to how to vote slide, please? Thank you. As you see that Ed Cullen is very busy trying to finalize the list of the voters that I will be also as the election runner be sending that out. If you're a club president or VPE or a member of the district executive committee, and if you pre-registered by September 26th, last night, and checked in before 9 a.m. today, or Ed is working very furiously to get you included, you should be or will be getting a test ballot via the email that you used to register with us today with the links to vote. It will be sent from D57TM vote. Please check your spam or any other tabs on Gmail or the Yahoo or whichever mail client that you use if you cannot find it. And if you cannot find it, please send an email or send a chat to Ed Cullen. Or email would be, I don't know if he has time to check the email, but his email would be ed@d57tm.org. But if you send a direct chat to him, he can verify whether you are able to vote or not. So by the time I said that the vote is, the test vote is out, and within a few minutes you cannot find it, and you think that you are qualified to vote, please send a message to Ed. And you only allowed, since you're only allowed to use each ballot once, so please vote carefully when it's time to vote, and we'll tell you when to vote. And Jeff will call for you at that time. If you have any issues, then you can chat to me or email me at wing@d57tm.org. After the voting times end, we'll progress with the meeting while the final votes are tabulated, and we'll announce the results before the end of the meeting. Back to you, Mr. District Director.
All right, thank you very much, Wing. Normally at this point, we would do determination of quorum, but understanding that there's some logistic issues, Ed, do you need more time?
No, I do not need any more time.
All right.
I am, go to the next slide, please. The magic number is 70 votes. We currently have 76 votes, which is 108.57% of quorum. Mr. District Director.
All right, thank you very much. And that is a relief. And how many district officer votes do we have as well?
Hold on just a second. We love technology.
We do. All the things that we get from being online with all the logistics of having to do things electronically.
19 district officers registered, 12 district officers checked in. I only see 10 district officers on the screen, but I've been going back and forth, so I may have missed. So, for example, Nadine James, Louis Isa, I haven't noted
No, I
their
was here.
presence. Okay, well, that's my issue. So some number like 19 could be there.
Nadine is here. Thank you.
There you are.
Thank you very
Excellent.
much.
All right. Well,
Mr. Director.
This is Louis, so I'm here too since 10 o'clock.
Great.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. We've officially achieved quorum, and thank you for all for making this possible. And hopefully there's no, we don't have to send a search party to the other link still. Right. Next, the district parliamentarian, District Toastmaster Bill Mine, will summarize the proposed meeting rules. These rules have also been posted on the district website, And I believe there is a slide for this, maybe not.
Point of order.
Yes,
Jeff, who is it that was going to run the slides today?
normally it would have been Sally, but Sally wasn't here at the time.
Sally is here now. I can't take the minutes and run the slides.
Understood. Sally, can you pick up?
Are we still missing people from the incorrect Zoom link?
As well, there's one way to find that out.
Because the link on the
I'm
there's
in
link is
the
written
wrong-
link.
I'm in the wrong Zoom meeting. There's nobody else in here.
Okay,
good.
good. Thank you, Daniel.
Thank you.
And
An
also
email
welcome,
was sent out to everyone who was not present who registered or checked in at 9:45 with the correct Zoom link.
All right,
Well,
Sally's got the
those
slides.
who are present.
Excellent. And Sally, we should be on slide 14.
Hey, Wing, can you send that link again to everyone, please? Because half the people are in the wrong link meeting.
Subash, there's no one left in the meeting now, so I think we're okay.
No, because they are logged off. They're hoping for the email to send the right link.
I can do that.
Thank you, Elliot.
Sure.
Bill. Bill, mine, you there? I think we lost Bill.
I'm
sorry,
telling you guys,
I was on mute.
people in the
I'm
wrong
on-
link
I was-
meeting.
I was
Okay,
on mute.
Subash?
I'm here
Thank you.
now. I was on.
There you go, Bill.
I had myself
All right.
muted. I apologize.
No worries.
We will be following Robert's Rules of Order for this meeting. And according to Robert's Rules of Orders, everyone has the right to participate. Everyone has the right to know what's going on. We only discuss one thing at a time. And if you have any questions about Robert's Rules, I can email you a Robert's Rules of Order simplified guideline. I know, Rob, you sent me a talking points, but I have not been able to locate my talking points at this moment. I have too many windows open.
Okay, do you need me to read them off for you for the talking points?
Yeah, because you had, if you wanted me to say anything more than that, I have lost your talking points.
Okay,
I have
in
too
that
many
case,
windows- I have too many windows open.
all right, let me do that. Any new motions to come before the council had to be submitted 3 weeks before the business meeting. That was 7 p.m. Saturday, September 6th. Debate on one item will be limited to no more than 10 minutes. The chair may extend the time to ensure fairness and completeness. In a virtual meeting, a member must type in the chat if they wish to be recognized. During discussion, the maker of a motion will be given the opportunity to speak first. All speakers in any motion will be limited to a maximum of 1 minute each time they have the floor. No member who has already spoken on an issue will be allowed to speak a second time until all who wish to speak have spoken the first time. You must state the name of your club or the area or division that you are representing when you indicate the chat for you want to speak. For example, I would say, Jeff Young, District Director, here's my question. Or as a reminder, only district council members, such as club presidents, club VPs, or voting members of the district executive council will participate in this meeting. That includes making motions, participating in discussions, and voting. And when it can only occur if you register before the time today. For the trusting assembly, please wait to be recognized by the district director. You may type a question in the chat so that we can address it. And again, when doing this, please state your name and the club you represent. Are there any questions before we continue? Going once, going twice? Sold.
Well, some of us were in the wrong link and just arrived. So if there's anything we should know, please tell us.
There is nothing other than the general logistics for voting and stuff like that. So if the most important thing being is that you should be watching out for email for your voting ballot. And we can double back on that when we come to voting things if we need those.
And Jeff, I just found your talking points. Thank you for covering them.
All right, sounds good.
I had too many windows open. And what you
Okay.
missed was that we're doing this according to Robert's Rules of Order if you just signed in.
All right. And the chair will entertain a motion to adopt the meeting rules as included in the mailing. So the chair recognizes Sally Philbin, IPDD, DTM. Sally, are you there? In that case, can I have a move to accept the
Here I
meeting
am.
rules?
Here I
There you
am.
go.
Can you hear me now?
I can.
All right. I apologize. I was on mute and couldn't find myself. I move that we accept the meeting rules included in the mailing.
Okay, do we have a second?
I second the motion. Speakers
Okay.
Forum, Kate Mills.
Thank you, Kate. It's moved and second to adopt the meeting rules. Is there any discussion or questions? Motion on the floor is to adopt the meeting rules. For this item, we're going to practice doing a voice vote. It requires at least a 2/3 vote. You will all be unmuted right now. Mute, Wing, can you unmute everyone?
Are you on the right slide?
There should be a prompt for everyone to unmute if you haven't seen it, or you can just unmute yourself for a voice vote. Thank you.
Are we on the right slide?
Hello, I just joined because I was on the other link. I might have missed the instructions.
If you are in response to the speaker, we're following Robert's Rules of Order. We're about to take a voice vote. And if we're going to need some other kind of vote, Winglock will send you an email with the voting link.
Okay. And when can I expect the voting link?
He'll let you know.
Okay. Thank you.
There's no voting link right now. We're looking for a voice vote at this time.
Bill, a voice vote on what?
I have I heard them say they wanted to do a voice vote. I'll ask the chair to reiterate what is we're voting on.
So I realized I was muted.
So the approval of previous minutes.
So actually, we're back at the approval of the rules at the moment.
Oh, okay.
The rules as stated just now for Robert's Rules of Order. All in favor of adopting the rules, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say no. All right, ayes have it. And the rules are adopted. Sally, go back one slide, please. Okay. What? I'm muting it. Okay, go forward one slide, please. Okay, so the agenda is broken up into a couple of different bits here. There are no real surprises because it was also included in the agenda that was sent out to everyone. It was a more spiffy looking PDF document. And it's kind of like reading the plot of the movie in Wikipedia before seeing the movie. The link is also going to be put in the chat one more time. I can't do that from here. But there are no times in today's agenda because we could use less or about the same or a lot more time depending on how things go. Daniel Was, our timer for today, has secret times that we're trying to blow through today. And so far, we are doing pretty well. We like to be out of here before noon if we can. So go ahead and go to the next slide, please. There we go. And the voting issues to be later in the meeting. We have some reports to go through, and we have two things to be put up for votes. The chair will entertain a motion to adopt the agenda as presented on the screen and also in the chat. And do I have someone to move to adopt the agenda, please?
Greg Scott, Vice President, Education Club,
Thank you very much.
8731.
All right. I recognize Greg Scott. And is there a second?
Marissa Smithwick, President Toast on the Hill, I second.
Thank you very much. Any discussion or questions? Okay. And in this moment, I'd like to, I'm not sure we'll keep doing this, but as far as that goes, I think I'm just going to, do I have to actually approve the agenda with a voice vote again?
No, you
The
can,
agenda say so, we could.
Okay. Dennis?
you do not have to take a voice vote on this. You can, Bill, what's the wording when we approve by acclamation?
I think he means it without objection.
Yeah,
Okay.
without objection, the motion passes.
Yeah, without
right, thank you.
objection, the motion passes, yes.
Thank you very much. Without objection, the motion passes. And now I'd like to move on to the next slide. I'd like to cover a priority item here. For that, I'd like to call upon Sally Philbin.
Thank you very much, Master District Director. And now at this point, the first item of business is to ratify the appointed district officers for the 2025-2026 Toastmaster year. Each year, the district director appoints a number of officers, including the finance manager, all area directors, and due to unusual circumstances, a new district director and a new program quality director. The list of officers can be seen in the mailing and they are displayed on your screen.
And hit the next slide, if you would. Thanks to the other area directors. Thank you very much.
All right. The chair, I guess that would be me at the moment, will entertain a motion to approve the appointed District 57 positions for the 25-26 Toastmaster year. Do I have a motion?
This is Bill Mine from Club 6781, President and voting member. I so move.
Thank you, Bill Mine. Do I have a
Greg
second?
Scott from 8731.
Thank you, Greg. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm pushing the wrong button as I'm going through. I think I'm scrolling the wrong fingers, moving things. There is a second. It's been moved and seconded to ratify the appointed district officers for the 25-26 as included in the mailing. Are there any questions?
I have a
see
question.
hand raised.
We have a question from Lisa Thompson.
Yeah, I didn't see the PRM on this slide.
That's right. It should
apologies
have
for
been.
that.
So we're including, you're right. You're right. We should have included the PRM because that is an appointed district position. So let's see, Robert's rules here. I'm going to ask Bill Mine. And do I have to get new motions to include the PRM?
We can vote on a modification, and it's been moved that we modify this list to include the PRM. I'll take that.
And does
as a
our
motion.
second, does our second agree to that change?
Yes.
Okay, so
now
thank
we're
you. We
voting.
have an amended motion on the floor that includes the PRM due to a clerical error. It was not on the slide. Are there any questions?
Point of order?
Yes.
Just Lisa, thank you for your patience. You were sworn in at the year-end party. That's why you're not included on the slide. That was my error. It was not intentional.
Okay, thank you. Are there any other questions? Hearing no further questions, no further questions. The question on the floor is to ratify the appointed district officers for 25-26.
Point of order.
Yes.
What's on the floor right now is whether to amend the original.
Oh, you are absolutely correct. I apologize. So on the floor is a motion to amend the motion, which we need to take a vote on. I always jump over that. Thank you for that, Dennis.
Thank you, Dennis. Thank you.
So there are no further questions about amending the motion. Can we have a unanimous approval for amending the motion? Are there any objections to a unanimous approval for amending the motion?
May I ask for clarification? We're amending it to include the which one?
PRM.
The PRM?
Yes,
And who is the PRM?
the PRM is Lisa Thompson.
Could you put that in the chat so we can all see what the motion is?
I got it.
Can you? Okay, Jeff. Thank you, Jeff.
This is Marissa Smithwick, President Toast on the Hill. I have a question.
Yes, Marissa.
I thought I heard Jeffrey Young say that the PRM was appointed and already sworn in. So is this modification still needed?
It is.
Yes, it is needed because this is an appointed position. She doesn't need to be sworn in again, but she does need to be affirmed by the electorate.
The full council needs to say okay. In the previous instance, the full council was not present.
Okay, thank you.
All right, I hearing no objections, I declare the amendment approved by unanimous approval. Does that work?
Yes.
All right, now we have an amended motion on the floor to approve all of the appointed positions shown on the screen in addition to with the PRM to be added. So going back one, there's the beginning of those appointed positions and continuing with appointed positions and including the PRM, Lisa Thompson. Do I have a motion to approve by acclamation these appointments?
You already have that.
I have that. Okay, you're right. You're right.
And it's
Are there any objections to approving this by acclamation? Hearing no objections, these appointees are approved by acclamation. Thank you so much. I'd now like to turn the meeting back to our district director.
All right. Thank you very much. We'll now install our district director, program quality director. Our finance manager was also installed in the previous meeting and could not be present this morning. And our area directors, the chair recognizes distinguished Toastmaster and past international director Michael Oser to officiate the installation.
Thank you, Mr. District Director. Maureen, are you here? And can we see your voice?
I can unmute. Yes, you
Here she
can.
is. Fantastic. Maureen, you have, as you can see, you've just been approved as the program quality director. In fact, the very last program quality director ever from District 57. Ooh.
Yay. Boo or yay.
In your role, you are responsible for the quality of the clubs, training, PLIs, and the conferences, and all aspects of education. This is a critical part of the Toastmasters leadership. In addition, you are the quote unquote second in command of the district. And if Jeffrey is not present, you become the chair. You become the acting person that make those decisions. Do you solemnly confirm that you will fulfill your role to the best of your ability, Maureen?
I do.
By the power invested in me by our district director and Toastmasters International, I hereby declare you our official program quality director.
Thank you.
Woo. Now the next important installation. A district can't function without a district director. And we have just approved through district council that distinguished Toastmaster Jeff Young will be our district director. Jeff, the roles of the district director are, well, there's about 1,000 pages of bylaws and rules and policies and procedures, and I know you've read every single one of those. You are responsible to make sure the district follows all those policies, that the district fulfills the mission of building new clubs and helping all clubs achieve excellence, and that you will be the very, very last district director ever from District 57. Pressure is on. Jeff Young, will you, to the best of your ability and skills, fulfill all the roles required of the district director?
Doing the best I can, sir.
Is that a yes? Yes. So by the power invested in me by Toastmasters International and District 57, I hereby declare Jeff Young our district director for the 2005-2006 program year. Mr. District Director, congratulations.
All right, thank you very much. All right, let's let Sally continue with the next section.
All right, thank you so much, newly installed district director. The next business in order is the report of the minutes of the district council meeting of May 17th, 2025. This report was included in the mailing. A link to these will also be put in the chat. Has that been done, Jeff?
Let me do that, or actually, can I get Dennis to do that since he's hopefully got the script open on the appropriate screen?
The business packet has been posted. A link to the business packet has been posted. If there are latecomers, you might post it again.
Okay, thank you so
And
much.
Sally, can you advance a slide? One more slide, if you would. You're on, so there we go. Excellent.
Okay. One more? No.
Nope.
Okay.
Stay there. Stay there.
Are there any corrections to the minutes? Hearing none, the minutes are approved and will be filed in accordance with Toastmasters International policy. Back to you, Jeff.
Thank you, immediate past district director. The next business in order is to approve the District 57 2025-2020 or 2026 year-end audit. The 2024-2025 year-end audit report. If you have any questions or comments, please hold them until after the committee member has completed the presentation and has moved the adoption of the audit report. Please welcome Audit Committee Chair, Distinguished Toastmaster William Wilson.
Good morning. The District Audit Committee completed the year-end audit in August for the period January 1st through June 30th. The audit went well, although there were 2 policy exceptions. Key takeaways from this audit are: number 1, individual expenses that exceed $500 require elevated approval. Essentially, advance approval in writing by the finance manager, district director, and either the program quality or club growth director. Number 2, as always, all district members are reminded to submit reimbursement claims within 60 days of the expense. These takeaways should be considered for transactions going forward. The Audit Committee Chair would like to thank Sally and Winnie for their assistance. My sincere thanks go out to Audit Committee members Tiffany Don Jones and Marilyn Dunkel for reviewing every district transaction and financial report. Back to you, District Director.
All right, thank you so much. The chair contains a motion to adopt the audit report as presented. Can I have someone to make a motion, if you would?
A question?
Yes, question.
Point of order. We need a motion. We need a motion and a second before there's a question.
I move the adoption of the audit report for 2024-2025.
Okay. Do we have a
state your name and club, Ed.
Oh, my name is Ed Cullen. I'm with Oakland 88, and I'm also an officer at Warehouse 6061.
Thank you. We'll accept that motion. I second that motion. This is Bill Mines, club president of Coastmasters 6781.
All right, I recognize this first and second. And now, questions, if you would. I thought I heard, was that Lindy?
Yes, it is Lindy, VP for Watergate. Do we need to see the audit before we approve it?
Has the audit been distributed to the voting members beforehand?
It's not in the package that's listed in the chat.
It is not in the package. William, do you have those available?
The audit is multiple pages and it would not go well in this package. I could provide possibly the summary exception sheet, or if you're looking for something specific, Lindy.
I'm looking for the fact that I don't like voting on something when I don't know what it is. That's my question.
That's fair.
We could also provide the cover sheets as well.
I think any summary or cover sheet or anything like that would be fine.
Mr. District Director, I move that we defer this item to the end of the meeting and make it the last item of business so we can figure out how to best distribute the information.
So point of order, we do have a motion on the floor. How do we?
I move that this is a privileged motion to defer this item to the end of the meeting, the end of the agenda. Is there a second?
I'll second that. Lindy Sinclair, VP Watergate.
Okay, Mr. President, please ask for a vote for all those in favor of deferring this item to the end of the agenda.
Okay, all those in favor of deferring this item to the end of the agenda?
Aye.
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 Hi. Hi.
Any opposed?
Aye.
Hearing none opposed, this item is deferred to the end of the agenda. Thank you very much. Okay, so now we're back to the motion on the floor to accept it as presented, or do we just move on? Okay, let's move on then to the District 2024-2025 year-end profit and loss statement report. If you have any questions or comments, please hold them to after the committee member has completed the presentation and move to the adoption of the profit and loss statement. Please welcome 2024-2025 District Finance Manager and District Toastmaster, Winnie Ma.
Thank you, Jeffy. Can we post the financial statement? Okay, this is the final profit and loss statement as of June 30th for the fiscal year for 2024 to 2025. And basically, the information is pretty close to last year. And last year, the year before, we have $18,000 net income. And this year, we have $19,571. And the membership revenue are pretty good. The conference, revenue was under the budget, because that the amount charged for the registration fee was way lower than last year, almost like 50% lower than last year. So that's why we have lower revenue. And also we have $775 net refund to the online attendees due to some technical issue. So that's why the conference revenue was much lower. For the conference expenses, you see that 7,800 over there, but they are couple $1,000, that went over to the admin because of the deposit and the equipment expenses that was coded to the admin expenses. And you see that the admin expenses was a little higher, and couple $1,000s of the admin expenses that should go to the educational expenses. And also you see that the other expenses, $2,700, about a couple $1,000 that should go back to marketing expenses. And then about few $100 that would be the district box reimbursement related to the meeting room rental. And that's recorded to 7082, but unfortunately, I think a lot of clubs, they coded to the meeting room rental, and that was for some reason that was coded to the other expenses. Other than that, everything looks pretty good, and we have a good result and about $1,000 higher than last year. Next slide, please. People would ask how do we spend the district bucks? Like all these are the approved, acceptable use that for the district bucks. The meeting room rental expenses, and also the meeting Zoom link that the club can purchase, and hybrid meeting equipment, the open house supplies, and also the Toastmaster International gift certificates, and no gift card at all, okay? Toastmaster International gift certificates, and Toastmaster International ribbons, Toastmaster International promotional items like mugs, pens, limit to $25 per member if you want to promote the membership incentive. Unacceptable use would be member dues. No member dues would be paid from the district box reimbursement. And member fees, any associated fees, related to member dues would not be acceptable as well. No alcohol, and like I mentioned earlier, no gift card of any kind, like Starbucks or anything. Back to you, Mr. District Director.
All right, thank you very much. The chair will entertain a motion to adopt the profit and loss statement report as presented. And someone's trying to adopt the motion.
Mr. Chair, this is Marissa Smithwick, President, Toast on the Hill Toastmasters.
All right, I recognize Marissa Smithwick.
I move to adopt the profit and loss statement.
All right, and do we have a second?
Greg Scott, Club 8731, Vice President.
Thank you very much. Any discussion or questions? All right, hearing none. Let's see. The motion on the floor is to accept the 2024-2025 profit and loss statement report as presented. All in favor, say aye.
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 All opposed, say no. All right, the ayes have it, and the profit and loss statement is accepted. We will now move to the district officer reports. Each officer will explain their vision for the year and will be presented in ascending order, starting with the public relations manager. And you have roughly 3 to 4 minutes each person. So first, please welcome Lisa Thompson, our public relations manager.
Good morning, everyone. Please advance the slide. We provide online platforms where clubs can promote their meetings and special events. It's really important to us that you recognize that that has not been happening. We'd like clubs to be able to post on what's now a combined calendar for clubs and district events. So please, if you have any kind of an event that's a special event, include that on the calendar. It has to be included at least 2 weeks in advance for your special event to receive the incentive. Please make sure your clubs are aware that they can post that type of information on the District 57 event calendar, as well as on our Facebook, Instagram, Meetup, and LinkedIn pages. By posting on those sites, you'll be multiplying your efforts because other people can reshare your content. Next.
Hey, are you saying I read the wrong column?
No, we're good.
Ed, you're off mute. Okay, please continue.
Every important effort needs people who drive it. We are looking for drivers to lead the following areas. And it's really important that we welcome Shalini, who has become our Vice President of Public Relations Ambassador Chair, and that we welcome Somi, who has become the Public Relations Incentives Chair. We're looking for 2 additional people, one to manage the short form video team and the other to manage advertising and online marketing team. So we're after those 2 people, and there will be an article on both of those topics in the newsletter that will come out on Wednesday, the 1st of October. Next, our team provides training opportunities that enable VPPRs to learn how to make their clubs more visible. We will train them during TLI events. We host a VPPR chat group on WhatsApp. We invite them to team meetings, and we provide tool-specific training, such as showing them how they can create a short-form video, add their videos to the YouTube channel, have their own YouTube channels, create a club newsletter, and it's very important that they use these platforms in order to gain visibility. Next, I'd like to turn my remaining time over to Sally to report on the Lafayette Art Fest. Thank you.
All right.
You can advance the slide. Her slides are right in order.
Yeah, no, I apologize. Lisa, I didn't know to advance your slide to this one. So there it is. It's very cute.
One of my favorite slides.
No, this is the slide, Sally. There you go.
No, I know.
Oh,
You
okay.
never told me to put it to this one. So I just wanted to give
sorry.
people a chance to take a quick look at it.
Okay, perfect.
All
Thank
right. The Lafayette Art, Wine, and Music Festival was September 2021. Where? In Lafayette. Thanks to Carrie Keegan, DTM, who pitched the idea of having a booth at the festival. Through her connections, we had an amazing opportunity to reach out to dozens upon dozens of people to spread the word about the opportunity in District 57 and Toastmasters in general. And thanks to those volunteers who stepped up to help, we did just that. I've been asked what the return on investment was for having a Toastmasters booth at the Lafayette Art, Wine, and Music Festival. And what do the numbers say? Here's what I say. Working together builds internal community. Toastmasters members popped out of the woodwork with offers of time, chairs, a table, and a pop-up tent, and more. There were at least 26 who came to help over the 2+ days, with others that did not put their names down on our list of volunteers. District 57 rocks with support in more than words. This was an awesome, awesome event. Our passion spread to those walking by. Not only did we touch those who wrote their names on our follow-up list, but also to the dozens and dozens of people who picked up our brochures, asked about our youth leadership program, took pictures of our club and prospective club flyers and our d57tm.org web address so that they could find a club on their own. We talked to those who had never heard of Toastmasters, to those who had been members in California and in other states, oh, so many years ago, and after seeing us, thought that maybe they would like to come back. And yes, current Toastmasters that enjoyed stopping by for a chat. Was it worth the money we spent? A resounding yes. We may never know the true impact on the lives we touched during those 2+ days, both festival goers and booth workers. The energy generated by all of us working together was truly a lesson in the value of coming together for a common cause. A grand time was had by all. We just hope we can do it again. Back to you.
All right, thank you very much, Sally. And is this something that you and the team would do again next time?
We would.
Excellent. And again, for those of you who are part of that booth, who are here on the call, thank you so much for stepping up and stepping out and getting out in the fresh air of Lafayette and making contact with the real world. This is the beginning of what we're trying to do. All right. I'd like to recognize the District 27 Club Growth Director, Dennis Dawson.
Thank you, Jeff. Let's go to the next slide. Beep. Toastmasters Executive Director Daniel Rex put it simply at the International Convention. The main thing is to keep the main thing the main thing. In Toastmasters, the main thing is the district mission, which is to build new clubs and help all clubs achieve excellence. Area directors are working with me now to identify specific gaps that we can fill with new, vibrant Toastmasters clubs. Our goal this year is for each area to achieve President's Distinguished status. Beep! When I was district governor in 2010, we had 153 clubs in District 57. Today, we're down around 104. We know that we can support many more clubs than we currently have. This year, we'll split the difference and start with 25 new clubs with your help. If you work at a location that has 150 or more employees, please reach out to me with the name of the person who is in charge of employee training or head of human resources. We'll take it from there. You're welcome to help out, but the district team will take on the heavy lifting of starting a new club at your business. Beep! I'm currently seeking a club retention chair, someone who will work with clubs to keep them strong. So if that sounds fun to you, contact me, Dennis at d57tm.org, and we will get you into that role. Essential to member retention is participation in the Pathways program. Beep! The only thing we get for our $60 every 6 months is access to these valuable materials. If you have a club that isn't embracing Pathways, please reach out to the trio. The three of us will arrange a visit to explain the importance of Pathways for acquiring and keeping members. Beep! About a third of our clubs are at 12 members or below. All of those clubs could use a club coach. If you're ready to help another club succeed this year, you can attend our virtual Club Coach Overview on October 1st from 7 to 8 p.m., hosted by our Club Coach Chair, Mr. Brendan Murphy. On October 15th, Brendan will hold a session for clubs that are eligible for coaching on the benefits of being coached from 7 to 8 p.m. This is a matchmaking opportunity to help those who are looking for a coach meet somebody who wants coach credit to get their Distinguished Toastmaster Award. And that is my report. Back to you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you very much. And now the chair recognizes District 57 Program Quality Director, Maureen Filler.
Thank you, Jeff. I think we need the next slide. Oh, there's really nothing here. But what I do want to say is thank you for confirming me this morning. I am honored to serve as the Program Quality Director and, of course, the last PQD for District 57. Next slide, please. On the club officer training update, I did want to mention, let's see. This year, we had 63% of the club officers trained, and we had about 70% of the clubs get the 4 or more officers trained for the credit, which is great. We do want to do better. I did meet with our current TLI Dean, Tiffany, a couple of days ago, talking about plans for winter TLI, which will be held in December. We're targeting December 13th, more information to follow. But what we also want to take the time to do is survey our club officers within District 57. Whether you went to training in the summer session or you weren't able to get to training in the summer session, the survey is intended for you. What am I trying to find out from this, and what is Tiffany trying to find out? we want to find out what we can do to make the training more valuable for all of the officers, whether it's trying to find different times of day, different content, whatever ideas you have, please, please respond when we send the survey out in the next couple of days. It's important to us to give you the best possible winter session. We want as many officers trained as possible. It's a great way to strengthen your clubs. Next slide, please. Club success plans. As of this morning, I'm so proud to say this, 72 of our clubs have submitted their club success plan. I think that is amazing, and thank you to all who have done so. And I know that there are a lot of clubs that have their club success plans drafted and almost ready to go. Let's try to get to the finish line and get all of them submitted if we can. Keep in mind that once your club success plan has been submitted, it's not going to have to remain in that same version. You are free to make updates as you go. It's kind of a living document for you to manage your club throughout the Toastmaster year. So please, if there's one or two things you think you might want to add or you might want to change, go ahead and submit the plan now and feel free to make updates as time permits. You are welcome to do that. That said, if you're having trouble with the club success plan, Daniel, our timer up in the top corner, is running some wonderful workshops to help you get through the club plan submission. And there's a couple more coming up. I believe we have one on Monday, Tuesday. Daniel, you can correct me if I'm wrong.
Actually,
I'm not
there's
looking at my
one tonight
calendar.
at 7 p.m.
Tonight? Okay, tonight and then on the 30th itself, right?
Yes, the 29th and the
Recommend
30th.
submitting before that if you can, because the website will be incredibly slow on September 30th due to the club success plan deadline and of course due to dues renewals. People that have not submitted their dues yet, get them in as quickly as possible. If you don't get them in on time, that's also bad for your club. Please make sure you get the minimum number, the 8 paid in time. Appreciate everybody's hard work and looking forward to working with you this year. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Maureen. And now for my district director's report. I'm District Director Jeff Young, and lead up is my theme this year. Next slide. Every month is going to be a different way of leading. You might say I'm going to be asking leading questions and asking people to answer. Sometimes leadership is about recognizing an opportunity and not being sure if you can pull something off, and then trying anyway. Leadership is not just about being outstanding, but sometimes being the last one standing when the dust settles. It's about recognizing doing excellent support work is still a form of leadership, and sometimes that support turns into being responsible. What is leadership but being responsible? Sometimes we need to see leadership is about less about taking charge, but taking the charge for difficult circumstances and growing from the experience, like today. That's been a big lesson this year. I wasn't prepared to be district director this year, but I'm choosing to lead up because I had most of the experience I needed, and I'm relying on the people who have done this before me for the rest. I was hoping to learn this year from Lindy, Linda, Sally, Michael, and Greg, because each of them have valuable insights into things. And the main difference is that I'm learning while I'm doing the job instead of being the stunt double. And I'm doubly thankful for Dennis, Maureen, Lisa, and Hans for being the action team to help us make last year's District 57 a good run. Next slide, please. The road ahead may have some twists and turns, but as the Trio Plus has said before me, we have ambitious goals planned. Starting more clubs than the previous years combined, better signposts or pathways and better lessons, more guidance to help clubs succeed, both new and old, and reaching our bigger and louder audience of people who never knew they needed to be Toastmasters until they turned on the radio or wandered into a booth at the fair. As Pastor Director Ed Cullen says, why keep it a secret? My ultimate goal for the year is to make sure that we have leaders who want to be leaders, and also to help them find the tools and opportunity to be leaders both this year and next. If you know someone in your clubs who has leadership potential, or you think you have leadership potential and just need a chance, let us know. October brings the first challenge. Show up for the Decum in 2 weeks when we kick off contest season, and do our open call for judges. Watch for it in the district calendar. All right, and that is my presentation. So let's move on to the next slide. Now the important part. Just for housekeeping purposes, next slide, please. Here's a few ground rules for today. We can take a limited number of additional questions, as the parliamentarian stated earlier. A number of you attended the Decum or September 13th on September 13th, and the town hall on September 17th. There weren't any questions that were brought up that altered anything in the district success plan or the budget in either meeting, and all measures were approved at the DECM, including the remote leaders question. Some of you were even there for that. So those of you who were at either two meetings, thank you for being here again today.
Mr. Governor,
Yes.
this is Bill Mine, parliamentarian. I have a clarification on the audit report.
Yes.
I've looked at the audit guidelines, and the audit guidelines do not have a requirement for approval by the district council. The audit committee reports the results of an audit to the council, but does not require approval of the council. The audit's provided to the council so that if there are actionable items that the district should take up as a result of the audit, they can do so. But there is no vote required.
All right. Thank you very much. And
I encourage you to make the audit results available to the council by some method, but it's not required to vote on it.
all right. I appreciate the clarification. And I understand that William has made the audit available, and I'm not in an email that I haven't seen it received, but I'll check into it while we're voting on things. All right, next slide, please. The first, and this is what we're voting on today, so we've already ratified the approved appointed district officers, and we are now on the adoption of the district budget. The first item of district business, next slide, please, is the adoption of the district budget for 2025-2026, which is included in the mailing. If you would like another look, we're putting the link in the chat now. Let's see. Get that link in the chat if you would. And go ahead, next slide. This is the budget that will be officially submitted to Toastmasters International Headquarters upon approval by you, the District Council. If you have any questions or comments, please hold until after I completed the presentation and the motion to accept the budget has been moved and seconded. This is a quick snapshot of the business control panel and the proposed district budget. The main thing, well, other than the main thing being the main thing, right, Janice? To note here is that all the percentages in the middle column there do not exceed the limits on the right-hand column. And that means that we are within budget percentage allowed. We also have a maximum $57,110 to spend across the entire year. Next slide, please. The 2025-2026 budget has a couple of main foci this year. Number one, increase our marketing outside Toastmasters and public relations budget as high as we can make it without going over the limit. Then use that budget to do better outreach for the people who aren't already Toastmasters. As Lisa said earlier, we have a number of ideas just waiting to be picked up. At the top of the list is trying to break into radio, but if that proves too expensive, the money will be kept as advertising in alternative channels like paid ads in Google or Facebook, or static advertisement like on the BART train. I've been hearing a lot of ideas on what we can do with this. Number two, rework the incentives, give clubs more money for those striving for distinguished club credits and beyond, as well as streamlining the system so it's less dependent on you signing into the tracker to submit a claim. You've already awarded over $3,000, so be sure to spend your district bucks. Finance Manager Kat King is also working with our neighbors in District 101 to implement an alternative for clubs that don't have bank account and can't have them. All right, I'd like to get someone to move to accept the district budget as presented.
Greg Scott, Club 8731, Vice President, make the motion.
All right, thank you very much. Is there a second?
Lindy Sinclair, VPE Watergate, I second.
Thank you very much. The motion on the floor is that we adopt the District 57 budget for 2025-2026 as presented. Is there any discussion that needs to be had here? Again, we're not on the voting thing yet. We're getting there. We might not actually need one, hopefully. If there are any questions about the budget.
Jeff, this is Lindy again.
Yes.
I noticed that the conference revenue is put back to what it was the year before last.
That is correct. We do not have an official budget because we do not have a site yet, which will really determine our full budget. But the budget for the conference is a ballpark figure and an estimate.
Thank
So
you.
the plan is to spend what we spent last year, and in actuality, last year's conference came in under that estimate, as I understand it.
It's, may I speak, Madam
Of course.
Master? It's also the
recognize this.
case that, thank you. I'm sorry.
ahead.
It's also the case that the conference budget is a standalone budget. It pays for itself. It's a zero-based budget for itself. So it doesn't impact the rest of the budget.
Yes, that is correct.
That is assuming there are no losses.
Also that.
And could we get the budget back on the screen?
Okay, can you go back?
Go back one. Yes, thank you very much.
Let me.
To be clear, most often a conference clears a little bit of money most times, but if it's a loss, the district still pays for it.
And I also believe that comes out of our reserve rather than the actual budget. Although I think Winnie said otherwise. Okay. All right. Are there any other questions? All right. Hearing none. Let's start with the voice vote first. And if we have unanimous acclamation, we can skip the ballot box. It looks like Ed is still working there feverishly in the background. All in favor to accept the district budget as presented, say aye.
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 All right, all opposed, say no. Okay, there are no no's. And that, and I think one question. Let's see. What would a motion to accept the audit report? Marissa, Bill, can you address the question in the chat about the motion to accept the audit report? Would the original mover need to withdraw the motion to, if there's no need to approve?
Yeah, it's a moot point. It's a moot point. It is
Okay.
a moot point.
Understood. And Lindy has also withdrawn the motion. Thank you very much, Lindy. Thank you very much, Bill. Okay, go ahead to the next slide.
Did you declare that? Did you declare
sorry.
the previous motion approved?
I did not. The previous motion has been approved. Okay, and the budget has been approved. Okay. The next item of district business is whether or not we opt in to retain the right to elect and appoint remote leaders for the 2026-2027 year. That starts July of 2026. And a copy of the bylaws addendum is included in the mailing. The relevant passage, however, is the district council must decide if remote district leaders can serve by November 1st, 2025, which affects the candidates who intend to serve for the 2026-2027 program year. If the district council does not decide by November 1st, 2025 to allow remote leadership, by default, remote leaders cannot serve in the district for any role whatsoever above the club level in the 2026-2027 program year. It's worth noting that this measure was approved unanimously by the DEC on September 13th. What this means is that we need to explicitly vote to allow remote leaders for 2026-2027. This vote must be retaken every year during the September business meeting and is enforceable only for 1 year. One thing that sets District 57 apart is that we leaned into being virtual in order to survive. And for the past several years, we've recruited new members and new leaders across the globe. Some of us moved out of the Bay Area where remote telework became a thing, like Venkat and Ravina Rahman, and chose to maintain their connections with the clubs that are our home and our found family. When we call for leaders every year, I feel like we shouldn't sideline some of our best candidates just because their home zip code doesn't start with a 9. And we need to look no further than the tireless Daniel Was, Division A Director, and his team of energized area directors from Sri Lanka, and the outspoken Lisa Thompson, PRM, and Area 30's Dr. Nadine James from my original hometown of New York City. This district runs without borders, and I say we continue that trend for at least 1 more year. The chair recognizes Sally Philbin. For
Thank
the-
you. Thank you, Jeff. I'm not where I belong, but in general, I would like to say, here we are. I move that District 57 supports selecting and appointing remote district leaders for the 2026-2027 program year.
All right, and is there a second?
Hi, this is Nadine James from Leaders Worldwide. I second that.
All right, hello in New York City. Okay, the motion on the floor is that we retain the right to elect and appoint remote leaders for the 2026-2027 year. Is there any discussion or question that needs to be had here?
Monica Sullivan, president of Confidence Builders. It seems like this is kind of a moot point because District 57 isn't going to exist in 2026, 2027. So is this something we really need to vote on?
Yes, indeed we do. And the answer for this is that I have contacted the respective leaders for District 4 and 39, and they are also voting on the same measure. So it is our hope with the combined district, we have a unanimous decision from both districts to be the new 205 and 206, and that will have our decision going forwards. But the truth of the matter is we don't have a way of knowing how that's going to work. And also that the alpha test for the combined district, District 21, is still voting on this measure anyway. So at best and worst, if we have a difference, then we will work that out when it happens. So yes, we should have a thing on record to vote, because if we don't vote, we are stuck with no by default. Does that answer the question?
Thank you for the clarification.
Okay, other questions? Okay. Hearing none, we will take another voice vote to see if we can ratify this by unanimous acclamation. You're all unmuted. All in favor of allowing remote leaders for next year, please say aye.
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 All opposed, say no. All right, the ayes have it. Thank you very much for supporting the ability for us to do so next year. And the motion has been approved and passes. Right, and those were all the votes we have for today. And I'd like to move now to the contest update. And please welcome Kate Mills.
Hello, everybody. I'd like to thank the respondents to the contest survey. This year, District 57 will be supporting the in-person international
Next slide, please.
speech contest and table topics contest. And a third contest, which will be a separate event, the online contest. A fundamental mission of Toastmasters is to help people craft a meaningful message and coach them up so that they deliver it as to the best of their ability, and then watch as lives change with these messages going out in the world. The contest process is a big part of that. It's a powerful tool that Toastmasters has. So keep your eyes peeled for contest updates. Training will begin in October. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. And so as for clarification on this, we sent out a survey to the district council, VPEs, and I believe the presidents as well. Kate, is that right? And based on
yes,
yes. Okay, thank you very much. And based on responses, we had a large amount of interest in running an online contest. And the online contest is a 5 to 7 minute speech that can be on any topic and only ends at the district level. So for the area directors and division directors, be aware you're running 2 separate contests here. And Kate will follow up in October with the guidelines on when that second contest should be scheduled. Is that correct? Okay.
This is correct.
So hoping, in the distant past, pre-pandemic, we used to run 2 contests a year, one in the winter, one in the spring. But we're kind of changing the schedule around a little bit, so watch out for that. And hopefully we'll be able to run both. And the table topics were voted higher than evaluation contests this year, so a little variation is good. And also, that means you do not need to find a test speaker this year that is outside your area and division. Hopefully that'll make things a little easier. Okay, thank you. And the next and final slide, if you will. District announcements. One of the important things for next year is that if you sign up a new member after October 1st, the new member fee has gone up from $20 to $25. This has been $20 for about a decade, I believe they said. And this is a very nominal fee, so hopefully be aware of that when you sign up new members after October 1st. Second, you have 3 days left to pay your dues. Again, as Maureen said, get up to above at least 8 members. If you don't have your entire member slate, at least get to 8, because that's a free DCP point. And also, if you are interested at all in getting your club to distinguish, please follow your club's success plan by September 30th at 10 p.m. Pacific, because that's when the cutoff is for that. And we know that there are issues with the submission form. If you have the online form, everything has to be 100%. If you have the offline form, it has to be uploaded as the PDF. Again, Daniel is running sessions Saturday, that's tonight, Monday, and Wednesday. You know, am I doing this right? Well, the 27th, 29th, and 30th. So Saturday, Monday, Tuesday at 7 p.m.
Yes.
Okay. And the link was the link that some of you accidentally clicked to get to this meeting in that email. So that's the link. Same link every time. And also, Sally and I can help you as well. Sally is Sally D57TM, and I'm Jeffrey at D57TM. And I know there are other people who are experienced in this stuff. If you want to volunteer to help out people one-on-one, also you can put your email in the chat. And my last announcement for today, congratulations to Speakers Forum and Santa Rosa Toastmasters for being the first clubs to hit 5 DCP points. You set the pace for the rest of us. And I know for sure that Andy is right behind them. There are a number of other clubs at 4. So looking good so far. Remember to spend your district bucks. And I've been keeping up with the points in the system as best I can. So some of you have been awarded money already, but those 2 are at $170 so far. And with that note, I'm going to open the floor to any questions or comments that people may have had. And Bill, let me get you access to that direction you can talk the audit report. While I'm doing that, so are there questions?
Point of order.
Yes,
Jeff, can we please gavel out the meeting?
Okay, I was going to do that after the questions, but I can do that before then.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, in that case, meeting is officially adjourned, but open for questions and comments. Thanks for attending. I see no comments.
Question.
Yes.
This is Subhash. Yeah. Did I hear the international speech contest and table contest, they are going to be table topics? They're going to be in person? They're
Correct.
going to be hybrid or online?
In person only.
Yeah,
person.
all contests that are not the online contests must be in person. So international speech and table topics will be run throughout the usual time frame of January for clubs, February for areas, March for divisions, and then the district contest is in May for international and table topics.
And this holds for area and division contest too?
Correct. Well, yes. Everything above the club level has to be in person. For the club level, you can run online and send someone to the area contest in person.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. And Bill, you now have the ability to adds the audit information to the business meeting packet at will. Lisa Thompson, got a question?
Yeah, so last year, the contests that were done online were also visible remotely or hybrid. Will that continue, Kate?
This is the way Toastmasters has described it, and the new rule book and their interpretation is the online is all online, all the contest officials, everybody at the contest, the audience, everybody's online.
Yeah, I understand that.
In-person contest is only in person if a division director or whoever decides that they want to allow a remote audience, they can set up a camera, microphone, but there is to be no interaction between the in-room online or in-room contest, in-person contest, and the audience.
Yeah, we still have the, oh, sorry. Sorry.
Yeah, so it has to be a
we still have
standalone with no interaction, yeah.
We still have the AV kits from last year. We'll be using them again. So hopefully that answers your question.
Thank you.
Okay. Dr. James.
Hi, is there a document that shows all those clubs that have submitted the club success plan, so forth, an
Yes.
updated version?
Yes, it's on the dashboard. Dashboards at toastmasters.org. And if you go to District 57 under club performance, you will see exactly who has submitted their club success plan at this point.
Okay, and I missed something. I heard you saying something about there'll be extra meetings on the 30th and tonight. What are those meetings for?
Okay, those meetings are for clubs that have not completed their club success plan and still need to and want extra help. We'll have people there in real time to go through, and basically you can share your screen and say, I'm stuck here, or I need help with this field.
Okay.
And then tonight, I think we have the club successful plan training with a different division A by Daniel.
Yes, that's what we're talking about.
And so has that been shared with all the presidents and VPs? Because I never got an
Yes.
email in that regard.
Yes, we sent out mail back on Wednesday for it.
Okay, I have to check my email because I don't remember seeing that.
It's on the-
It's also on the calendar. Thank you, Maria.
Yes,
Great.
it's on the calendar. And I just put a link to the daily report that shows the club success plan, and the information I put in my slide, I checked this morning about an hour before the meeting. Which means it
one
would
more
be through
thing.
last night.
Can we put it in the chat, the link?
I did.
Okay.
I just did.